change it. Oh no, you can hear it through there. Oh, it's good. Good job, Cory.
I know what I'm doing by now.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing by like the second stream. Not even. You caught on like immediately.
Well, it's also a very obvious quirk that like
Yeah.
you catch on as soon as you start streaming. You go, ah, that's not right.
There's yeah. There's no sound there. Okay, I better tweet about it, huh? Tweeter. That's the fastest that has ever done that. Normally it takes forever.
One time, I want to say about a month ago, when as soon as I like opened it, within like 5 seconds.
Did it just? Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool. I don't know why it's so laggy sometimes. Hi Sam, can you hear us? Let us know that you can hear us. Should be good. Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. We have Cory with us today, of course.
Hello, hello.
Our Dark Souls expert. I don't know where to face this for optimal soundage. Right here. If I aim it like this, then we're both kind of talking into the front. Because we're below it.
I mean, did you want to grab the chair so you're not sitting on the floor?
Oh, I don't care.
Well, you might want to grab the chair, because what's going to end up happening is you're just going to end up hurting your back.
It's okay. I did all my first streams sitting on the floor. I'll chill. Oh, it's fine. Oh, hey!
I'm going to push this forward a little bit so it's not squishing me up against the chair.
Okie doke. But yeah, we're both probably going to have to speak up because it's one of these streams. Alrighty.
Excuse me.
Some of you know Fire Rider. She just tweeted that her ex-roommate just texted her asking if she can basically buy her a flea fogger. What is a flea fogger? That to get rid of bugs?
I would assume it works kind of like fumigation? I don't know.
I don't know either. And then, so basically asked if she could front her over a flea fogger. And then said that she can't buy one because she got caught running red lights at her job. And the tickets came out of her paycheck. This is your ex-roommate.
What? No, go
no,
away.
Yeah. Stop running red lights at
It's
your
my
job.
money, go away.
Anyway. 1 second, folks.
What are you doing, Noodle? Come here. You don't play with plastic. That's bad for kitties.
Bad for kitties. What are you doing? You're crazy. I got a twist tie thingy. Dark Souls.
Oh, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
You guys hopped in so fast, I'm still preparing.
Oh, there it is. It's just super quiet. I thought our sound was broken or something. Noodle cat. Beans.
Beans!
Beans.
Y'all love some cat beans.
Cat beans.
Hi, Saber. Did it send out in the Discord? Let's see.
It should have. It sent the thing, didn't it?
That thing in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different thing.
I thought you said that links to Discord.
That's a different. That's just in the chat. The Discord one is through V6. That's a Stream Elements thing.
Yeah, I thought, but the one that posted it there, it posted it
That's
in
Stream
Discord.
Elements.
What?
This is Me6. They're different bots. Me6 isn't posted there. They're separate. They're not connected at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought like 2 weeks ago you were like, yeah, it'll post it on the Discord automatically.
It does, but just Me6 does it. It's different.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I was saying.
But the one that's in there isn't Me6.
No, but when it posted there, it posted to Discord.
No, they're not connected. They're two separate things.
When you go live,
Yes.
it posts to Discord.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, that's what it does.
I thought you were
That's what I'm
that when
saying.
it posts in there. I was like, what am I posting? You're thinking of getting an art commission for what? Needles being vicious.
Evil cat.
I think we're ready. I think it is time. Where were we when we... Oh, we just got there.
What I have lovingly labeled as the murder balcony.
The murder balcony.
Or sorry, the murder rafters.
Murder record. Oh yeah, I kept falling.
So here we go.
Here we go. Go down there.
Yeah, it's there's an elevator that pops up.
Yeah. I remember. How do I switch
We're gonna go back up the stairs. We're gonna go back outside. And then down those stairs.
When's the last time we played?
Probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. The struggle is real.
You're going up
Up
that
the thing, yeah.
Noodle.
I remember now.
Hey. Hey, big butt.
Big butt! Oh no.
Chonky butt. Get down off the counter.
What is it doing up there?
You know, weirdo.
Noodle. Noodle doodle. Oh, it's yellow. Bye bye. It's so rolly.
Yeah, these guys can hurt, but they don't have a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not too bad. Although, up here is annoying. Excuse me, sir. What is he doing up there? Alright.
Being a menace.
That's where I died last time. Let's get that way. Let's get there. You know, if we can get past there, then we can do anything. That's how that works, right?
Sure.
Is that how Dark Souls works?
Hold on.
fell down.
Oh, Dark Souls 8 engine is working.
Yeah.
Knocked your phone off the counter.
Oh no.
Did you have it charging?
Yeah, it was charging. Maybe pull it off
You
the.
literally unplugged it from both the wall and the phone.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. You have to finagle the charger for it to work. That's one of my old ones. Wait, weren't there two up here?
Yeah, one's towards the back.
Oh, back there.
Yeah.
There's another one back there. I think. In the very back.
Yeah, he's by the ladder. There's 3 up here, technically.
You're debating on your Octoling OC or your Plague OCs? Feel free to describe them. I'm interested. You can tell me all about all your characters. Sounds fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Walking and moving.
Careful. There you go.
Got him. Oh.
Uh,
Oh, Lord,
just-
he coming.
Yeah, I'd walk forward. Try to get onto the same beam as him before you lock on.
Okay.
If you have to take a couple knives, just take them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's not very nice.
There you go. Nice little fall.
Like, don't fall off. I immediately start
Immediately
walking all
falls off.
wiggly. Noodle cat. Yes. Spam the noodle cats. I expect at least 100 noodle cats by the end of the stream. What if there's a goal? Every day we have to hit a new number of noodle cats. Are you on here?
Yep, so that's the main way. If you want some extra treasure, you can go...
This way?
Yeah, though there's gonna be a guy inside.
Hello.
Remember your right trigger is the thrust.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it does a
Oh,
lot of
nice.
damage.
Alright, going down here, I guess. He's such a rascal.
He's being very annoying right now. Actually, see if we go back upstairs for a sec. Show you a little trick.
Little trick.
Little hidden path that not many people know about. If you go up to the ladder.
Up to the ladder.
Yeah.
Alright.
Look to your left.
Yeah. Right there?
See, hold on. Look forward. Left. See how there's a treasure chest there?
Yeah.
So you can drop down onto that little thing where the statue is, right? And you can then roll. I would recommend rolling off. And then you can roll off in between those two pillars on the other side. And there's another similar pathway that goes up. There will be another painting guy
Oh, okay.
up in there.
So
But
if
then,
you roll off of here,
yeah. There you go.
does that give you less damage or?
It makes you move forward a little bit,
Oh no.
which is helpful, especially when you're not sure, like,
If you're gonna reach it?
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially when you don't want to actually, like, fully
no.
jump.
Hey, sir. Oh no. Wait. Oh, I got him.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that I got him.
Take a slurp.
Take a slurp. The Octoling OC is from Splatoon 2. That's cool. My little brother loves Splatoon. These souls sure are dark.
Divine blessing.
Oh.
Cool. And then to get back to the other side, you just do the same thing, but the other way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. I recommend rolling it this way. Yeah. Just because sometimes, if you're not careful, you'll, like, walk off the edge, and instead of, like, you know, your character having some natural forward momentum, you just drop like a brick.
Oh, yeah. Alright, then we go in here?
Yep. Here's one of the cool things. Uh-oh.
So they're on up there. And they're talking to us.
They just cut out the
Is
feed.
it just my dumb laptop? No, No, everything says we're working. I
Might
think
have
it was
just
just
cut
the
out the
laptop.
feed. Oh yeah, because it would have stopped streaming, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Stupid laptop. Alrighty.
I would recommend to go up to the middle of this thing, uh, and instead of pushing it that way, go on the other side and push it there. Noodle is peeing very loudly.
Very loudly.
Very, very loudly.
Does it move?
Oh, you might have to push it
All the way
that
around?
this. Well, no, push it this way. I think then I can. I think you can push the other way. I'm not sure. This activates the elevator. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. You can. So doing this puts it down one level.
Mm-hmm.
So this will make it so uh, if you were to respawn at the other bonfire, at the very beginning, you can just come back down. You don't have to worry about going up through the thing again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you have a gargoyle friend too.
Where are you, gargoyle friend?
I think he fell down the stairs. So
Oh.
yeah.
Hello. I don't like you very much. No, thank you.
Hey, cut it off.
Nice.
Remember to use your right trigger attack for this one. It does a lot of damage. Almost double damage. There you go.
Got him. That's interesting that does the tail count as souls?
No. Certain creatures, mostly dragons and some enemies, you can cut their tails off, and usually it'll give you a bonus item. But you've already gotten the bonus item from what these guys can drop.
Gotcha.
Or it might only be their boss version that drops it. I forget.
Okay, so where am I going now? Do I go back down?
So yeah, you can. I'd recommend pushing it one more time.
Maybe push it this way?
Other way.
Or this way?
Yeah, the same way that you pushed it before, because that'll lower it one more.
Having a drawing of yourself as a Pokemon trainer. Although the Nanoswarm robot dude is pretty cool too.
So what's cool about the level you're on right now is you're actually on the ground floor of the cathedral you were just in.
Oh, okay.
So if you go in there, there'll be a couple items around, and there's gonna be a bunch of painting guardians in there.
Okay.
That makes the elevator come to you.
Oh, okay. Convenient.
Um,
Are those the guys that fell down?
yes. Yeah, and be careful in here, because you can very quickly get overwhelmed.
I will be very careful.
There are a lot of these ones. Actually, I would recommend going back out, go back to the elevator, and go down the stairs.
Will these guys follow me all the way there?
No, they should reset.
Alright.
Noodle.
Noodle.
You gonna lick the ceiling, Noodle?
He's so weird.
Alright, yeah, go in there. There's a bonfire.
How nice. He's so loud.
Such a weirdo.
Noodle. You can't eat noodle. Do I have enough souls to level up anything? Nope. Not even close. Yeah.
This is a ring.
Ring of the Sun's
So we can come back here once we get a certain item called the. I think it's just the Dark Moon Seance ring,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. You need a certain ring, and then that statue disappears, and you can go past it.
Oh. Anything over here?
No, there's nothing on the elevator. Fun fact about elevators in Dark Souls, at least the first one, for some reason, you can't backstab people on it, even when it's stationary.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just something weird about how elevators worked.
Yeah, that is weird.
Actually, I think it's more about how the backstab mechanic worked, because I think like because you're on an elevator, it like doesn't set your character at like a quote fixed spot, so it can't really do backstab animations.
It's over here.
You can't go that way.
It's just a dead end?
Yep.
Weird. Once again, everything is very pretty here. Whoa, what's up there?
Yeah, that's where you're going.
What is that?
That's the rest of Anarlana.
No, like, right there. Right
What?
above my head.
Yeah, that's the rest of Anarlana.
No, like, the thingy. Is that a monster?
That's a gargoyle.
Oh, that's a gargoyle?
Yeah. Well, a lesser gargoyle. I think they're called lightning demons, actually. Kind of annoying.
They're kind of annoying.
Yeah. So you actually don't have to go in here if you don't want to.
Anything? Okay, wait, so then...
We can come
I
back
don't know,
here.
I feel like I can kill them and get their souls. Am I too confident?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd recommend
Wow.
trying to pull one at a time.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to block with these guys too, and just hold block, because they only have daggers as weapons. So they're not gonna do a whole lot of damage.
Nice. There's only one more over there, right?
There's quite a few.
But I mean, like,
Some-
in this spot, there's one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you see it winding behind you.
Oh my god.
Don't get
So
too greedy.
spicy.
Don't get too greedy. Just like block, wait for their attack to bounce off your shield, or else they're gonna end up doing half your HP and damage.
Oh, gotcha. Noodle has done nothing wrong. Noodle's a good boy.
Noodle's done everything wrong.
Noodle is, something. That's for sure.
I actually recommend going around that pillar behind you.
Behind
That one.
This one?
Yeah, and going across, and then down the other way.
Ah. I love Noodle very much, but
Yeah.
he's a handful, that's for sure. Come on over. You're pumped up for today. I'm so glad. Sorry, I'm like reading and playing. That's good. I mean, it is an exciting day. The episode's coming out. You're getting an art commission. You're going for a walk. That's fun.
Take a slurp.
Slurp.
Pay attention to your health.
Get this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, if they keep throwing knives, just hide behind a pillar. They'll eventually come to you.
What the heck?
They're also not the greatest in
They're
terms of
so
AI.
dumb.
Yeah. Sometimes they pull a smart one on you, and they'll like come at you from either side of the pillar, and you're like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to do that.
Whoa. Look at him. He's like, hands in the ground. Oh, both of them are kind of like that. He's dabbing.
Dab so hard it killed him. I think it's just a couple more and then that's it.
Nice.
This is a great magic weapon? Yeah.
What's that do?
It's a weapon buff, but we don't have the int to use it.
It's not very warm and welcoming to me. That's what I expected from Dark Souls, to be very warm and welcoming. So far, everyone's been so mean. I thought this was going to
Secret
be one
hasn't
big
been mean.
party. Huh?
Secret hasn't been mean.
There's been a
Mine.
few nice people.
Solaire. Solaire's
Yeah.
been nice.
Solaire's nice. That's a very large painting.
Yeah. If we go to a certain
Meander.
if we go to a certain area and get a certain item, we can go inside the painting.
Oh! I think I've seen you do that.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Painted World of Ariandel. It's a very hard area, but it has a lot of souls.
Is that in this game? Or is that in...
Technically, it's in both. It is in Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3.
Cool. You posted your Octoling? Neat. I'll have to go take a look later. Actually, speaking of, I should post the link to this in a few other places. Okay, one second.
Yeah, it should be good. You cleared out all the painting guardians.
Sam, how are you doing today? I always forget, like, it's funny, I've been streaming for like, what, a month and a half, 2 months now, and like, I still don't remember all the places that I should drop my link. And part of that's just because I keep finding more. Like, I keep meeting new people and like getting into new Discords and like, you know, networking. But I forget to tell people that I'm live. Which is kind of funny because my
Oh, 2 more monoliths have popped up in Spain and Germany.
Oh my god. Did you see, there was a video, it's in the Discord, someone is claiming that like they made them and saying why. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but like it's fun. It's a fun
Literally
idea.
anybody can pop onto the internet and be like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
these
made
are
these
mine.
actually.
Yeah, I want to know what they, like, for real what's happening.
It's probably some sort of weird art project.
Yeah.
But it's weird that they're
seems
like
the most realistic.
it's weird that they're so like
Spread out?
globally spread.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty strange, especially during a pandemic.
Yeah.
You're doing great. You're on lunch and playing Animal Crossing. Oh my god, I love Animal Crossing. Are you playing New Horizons? We should play together. Oh my god, everyone who has Animal Crossing, let's play together. We can have a big Animal Crossing party. I'm still working on my island, but y'all are welcome to come over. Yes. Oh my god, tiny cat. Angry.
Very
Or
angry.
sleepy. The ears. The ears are so cute. Oh my god. Yes. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, we should. I'm pretty sure there's an Animal Crossing channel, but if there isn't, I'll make one. I'm in my dad's Elder Scrolls Online guild now. which is cool. I had to apply to be in it.
What qualifies you to be in this guild? I'm your daughter.
Yeah, they were like, "How do you know about robots radio?" And I was like, "I'm Lainey, daughter of robots." Oh, your OC is cool, Saber. Did you draw that yourself? Alright, it's time. We're back. My dumb laptop has awful Wi-Fi. Just all the time. What is up with this? Also, why did I just open my Oblivion mod manager? What the heck? Alright, wait, so where are we going now? Are we going to a different
So
level?
yeah, now you're gonna push the thing from the other side.
This way?
Yeah. You wanna go up.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I can make a voice channel too if we want to like talk while like if I haven't already. I don't know if I have or not. I don't think it's really been used yet, but I will gladly put it to
Go
use.
back this way. Go that way. Stairs.
If I run into one more pillar, I swear to God. They just come out in front of me, Cory. I can't help it.
Careful. At the top of this, there's gonna be two giants.
Two giants.
Yeah. If you're gonna want to head to the right. If you get close enough to attract just him, yeah.
Come on, big boy. Stab you in your ass. Oh no.
Or you can roll in between his legs.
Oh yeah. No.
And don't get hit by that.
Oh god. Oh god. And then the other way. Ah. Sir, I am afraid of you. Very afraid.
There you go. Swipe.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
So they're kind of buggy on stairs. Because they're like, your hitbox reeks.
Weird. Well, hello there. I just killed your buddy and you didn't even care. You're a bad friend. No.
Watch out for that.
Yay! Alright, those doors, what is that?
Yep. You'll open those later.
Okay, and then, is there anything over here?
You'll open that also later.
Oh, okay.
Past that gate's where the giant blacksmith is.
Oh, okay, cool. What about that door?
Nope, we won't open it. You're gonna go that way.
Oh, hello. Is this what I was looking at before?
Yes. Again, I'd recommend pulling one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They will do damage through your shield because they do lightning damage. They have pretty low health though.
Oh, what is that?
Are you trying to adjust the camera?
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah. That's why you keep switching because
Yeah.
you keep hitting clicking the stick.
I know, I figured it out. I was like, oh shit.
And there's gonna be a guy to your right and your left. I would slurp. Yep. What you doing, mister?
Hi, handsome.
So that's why I had you grab this bonfire, because it's the closest. You just have to call the elevator and bring it back up each time.
There's clever.
What? What are you doing, mister?
Oh.
I require warming, Noodle.
I wonder if he's cold.
He feels warm.
He feels warm. I love him.
Noodle.
What was that?
I don't know.
It sounded kind of like a burp. A tiny cat burp. Sushi was snoring the other day.
Snoring.
It was really cute. I tried to take a video, but she stopped. Where the heck am I
One
going?
more level. Remember, you're at the lowest level, so you're going up twice.
Yeah, this way. Alrighty.
might be able to pull one of them out if you get a bow. Going on the bow. Check it out.
I'm trying to walk up to it. If I throw it, will they notice? I just have to hit them, right?
Yeah. If you had a bow, you could probably just swing at them.
Can I get them to come up here?
I don't think they'll follow you.
Oh.
Oh, one fell off.
Oh no. That guy stuck there?
Yeah, if you get close, you'll start attacking.
If I attack him first. Oh no. Little daggeroonie is bad. Holy shit.
You move behind a pillar. You get sniped. So this part is the infamous Archer Wall of Anor Londo. Hey! Hey!
You know, don't be a dick. I don't know what a dick is, but don't be it.
So the main way to beat this is you're gonna go. You have to run.
Okay.
You literally have to run up that ramp there, and you're gonna get to the very edge of the building, at the very top, and you're gonna have about this much room, literally.
Okay.
You are going to be literally on like a 12-inch like jutting of the building, so you have no room. And as soon as you get to the top, there's going to be a silver knight.
Okay.
You're going to have to kill him.
Jeez. Can I run and grab my souls and then run back home?
If you're quick.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh lord.
So that guy that you're looking at right now,
Yeah.
completely ignore him. You're going to the right as soon as you get to the top.
Okay.
He won't follow you. The only knight you should have to worry about is the guy that's up there on the right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't hit here.
Yeah.
No, no, this way.
There's going to be another thing you're going to have to do. This is like a break point. Yeah, time your run. It's pretty much just do the thing, but the thing is very hard. There isn't like a technique, right? It's just like
Get through it.
run up the thing, don't get hit by arrows.
Yeah. Giant time. He's so jumpy. What are you doing here? Shit.
Yeah, you pretty much when they're like standing like that, you can't hit them from the front.
Yeah. Okay, still moving. Okay, good. Run along.
That's why you gotta kill the red guy, though, because he will follow you down there.
Yay! Yeah, Saber, you can drop your code in the Animal Crossing channel too if you want. Bye bye.
Yeah, part of their code tells him to like come back after certain attacks,
Uh-huh.
and it will make him consistently jump off the edge.
Oh wait, go this way. I don't know why I want to go back up those stairs so bad. Alrighty. Maybe I could do it like I did it last time. Yeah. Come on, dummies.
Be careful when you're on this little ramp thing too. Sometimes the archers.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, they also like to move.
Did you guys get? Dude, I did way better that time. That whole area. Okay, I guess we run.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god. Oh no. I almost fell off. Oh no. What kind of pants do Sans and Papyrus wear? Bone trousers.
He fell off again.
What the heck?
Why can't he do that?
Maybe
while
I
you're
just need to
fighting?
like run towards him and then run away. Maybe he'll just goof himself. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think that'll work, but if you want to try it.
I mean, why not, you know? What have I got to lose? Souls?
Souls. I think one humanity.
crazy, like how cold our apartment gets.
It is 60 degrees outside.
Hopefully it's I bet probably it's just like cold. That makes sense. Because it got really cold last night.
It's gonna get down to 47 tonight at 2 a.m.
You know what it was last night?
No.
That's funny. Ah! Come on. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no no. If I just run this way, will the other guy go back and then I can just handle the one that's closest?
I wouldn't recommend getting down those stairs.
Yeah. Alright, get this guy.
Health.
Heal. Alright.
Always
Come on.
look at your health before you go into the fight.
Come back.
Especially the enemies that do elemental type damage,
Uh-huh.
because they have the potential to one-shot you. They also do crazy shit.
Bye-bye. Are we limping? I don't think she was limping for a second.
Because you're running on a weird thing.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. I like his little dance.
Jam.
He is jamming. Oh no, no. Oh no. Not the lightning. Okay. Yay! It worked. Is the sound very low on the stream? My voice is probably low because we're playing on PlayStation and we're both kind of around the mic. No. Okay. The game audio might be low. Let me know if you want me to turn the game audio up. But if it's just our voices, then yeah, it's gonna be a little low. Sorry about that. It's just when we play on here. How are you doing? Oh, you're tall now. Should adjust it. probably wasn't picking you up at all because it was angled down.
That's fine. Not saying anything important right now.
You turn your volume up. Nice. I'm sure that helped. I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Cory?
I'm tired.
Cory's tired. How long have you been up?
I don't remember.
That should be enough. That's enough of an answer. It counts.
Too long.
Too long. So long to me. Oh no. Oh no. Let me go between your legs. Oh god. Oh no. 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 Okay, same plan as last time.
They
Oh
both
my
reset.
god!
Wow.
That's so lucky. What the heck? Okay. Come along, you weirdo. Got a weird head.
This little path that you're on,
Uh-huh.
once you get through, it's a pretty good spot to farm skills.
Yeah, it seems like it. Seems relatively manageable once you get the hang of it.
Well, so you get 500 for killing each of these guys, and then each of the giants I think is 1500 each time you kill them.
But that's awesome.
So if you start from the very beginning of the zone, and then go all the way to the zone, and then point up to the bonfire,
Mhm.
and then just
Do it over and over.
yeah, you need to get the Lord Vessel first so you can warp between bonfires. But once you do, it makes it easy just to go through this whole path, warp back, and just keep doing it. Each time you get like easily like 10, 15k souls.
That's awesome. Alright, come on, you guys. Come on up. No.
Hit swap positions.
Yeah. I don't like you very much. More. Alright, it's running time.
I'd recommend if you get up there to fight,
Mhm.
try not rolling, because if you do, you're probably just gonna end up rolling and not rolling.
Okay.
Just block and use your heavy.
Sounds good.
Well, you can roll. I would recommend rolling the arrow.
Yeah.
with the bow and arrow out, and he didn't have a shield to block damage.
I didn't know that it wouldn't. I don't know. I didn't know how that worked.
So I'm gonna sit here and watch him. You could have killed him.
Well, I was also scared that he would shoot me. There was a couple things going on there that I wasn't sure about.
Yeah, I think when you're that close to them, you're usually fine because you were like off to the side of his model.
Yeah,
So every time he fired an arrow, it was like aimed at you, but not aimed at you. You'll be able to practice fighting those guys once you get to the bonfire too, because there's a bunch of them. Gonna have to get used to this run anyway. It's your quickest way back to ONS.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not.
Who I guarantee you is probably going to be one of your toughest boss fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simply because it's a two-person boss fight.
I have a plan.
Aria's in chat.
Aria!
That was fun.
Doing pretty good. How are you? Alright, these guys. I feel they run.
These are the same things that bring you to Animal.
Oh, weird. Why do they bring you here?
It's like their job. They're like enslaved bees.
But then they fight you.
Yeah. There's like certain ones that are like not evil, I guess. I don't know. Dark Souls is weird.
Being forced to reveal your birthday to some friends that you're scared of what they'll plan. You should enjoy it. I mean, not like, okay, listen, if you're uncomfy by like parties or whatever, that's okay. And it's okay to not want those things. But if they're doing something because they love you and they appreciate you, you could separate it from your birthday. You could be like, it's not about the birthday, whatever. It's just about like, these are your friends doing something for you because they love you.
Yeah, birthdays can be chill. I prefer chill birthdays anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't like giant parties. It's just like everybody is in one room and we're all just
Sitting.
talking. That's my party.
I like a good party, but it really depends how I'm feeling. Y'all galloping.
Yeah, careful when they're lined up like that. The one behind can hit you still.
Not too shabby. gonna show it to your therapist tomorrow first? That's a good idea. Good for you. That sounds very responsible.
Take a drink.
I hope, that it goes over not terribly, of course.
We're still right here.
It's a very normal looking door.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of odd.
It's still there.
Oh, yeah, I can't really affect that. That won't affect the audio. It just changes.
The volume?
It changes how much it picks up just in general. So like,
would that not help because we're both
sitting
sitting farther away?
Bit, but it also means it'll pick up like crazy stuff. We'll see. It might if it gets annoying. Like if the I guess the air won't turn on.
No, it shouldn't have to.
Yeah, that's fine. When the air's on, it would be obnoxious.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can't do that normally. Today's an exception. But yeah, because if the air's on, it'll hear the air way louder than it'll hear us. Because the air is louder. Solaire.
It's a sun, bro.
It's cold here today.
It is currently 60 degrees Fahrenheit where we are.
So, how many is that Celsius?
Shit, hold on. Google. What is 60 in Celsius?
60 degrees Fahrenheit is 15.556 degrees Celsius.
So 15 degrees Celsius right now.
So this is cold for us because
Yeah.
it's normally 80 degrees Fahrenheit here, like on a normal day.
This is not our typical weather.
Yeah, we
At
get
all.
this like a couple weeks out of the year. So this is nice, but at night it was getting really low.
We get this for December and maybe like half a week of January, and then it gets hot again.
Last night it was like, what would that be? You're on 0 Celsius this week. What did you say it was getting tonight? Like 40?
49. It's supposed to drop down to 49 around 2 a.m.
So like tonight, it'll hit like 9 degrees Celsius here. But this is like super rare. Like this doesn't happen very often here. Normally here it is approximately 26 degrees Celsius.
Or hotter.
Or hotter. Sometimes it hits.
I would go with. I would say 90 is probably the average.
Oh yeah, you're right. Normally it's like above 30 degrees Celsius. That's like all year for us. Like just a few days ago, it was that hot. It really just goes back and forth in the winter.
You didn't sit at the bonfire.
Well, yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You
I
lit
totally
it.
did.
You lit the bonfire.
Oh.
You did not sit at it.
I forgot those
and
are
I
different
could
things.
tell, yeah, I could tell because your Estes flasks weren't at 5.
I don't have enough to level up, do I? No.
No, I would go to repair equipment though, and repair what you have.
Okie doke.
It's always good to do that periodically. Armor too.
Alrighty.
Yeah, there you go. Repairing is cheap, and it's also a good idea to maintain it, because last thing you need is for your weapon or your pants to break in the middle of a fight.
Oh no, not my pants.
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
Dick out, middle of a fight. What do you do? Alright, what now?
So if you go in that door opposite, there's going to be a silver knight with a spear to your right. Best way to fight these guys, I would say, is try backstab fishing.
Oof.
Gonna have to be quick.
Oh my god, no. He's so jousty. Oh my god, okay.
You're walking too far.
Okay. That's a whole new meaning to Hidden Blade. Your sword breaks, you just unzip your pants.
Makes a sound too. Shing.
Shing!
My word. It's the sharpest thing in the land.
Oh my god. Oh, I sure hope not.
What metal is that? There you go.
Yeah!
2 of those will kill most of the Silver Knights, so.
No. Oh no, no.
So you actually
no.
don't. You shouldn't have to roll anything except that spinny attack. If you just like run around him.
Try again.
Yeah, if you just run around him, his thrust shouldn't hit you.
Okay.
If you see him put his spear to his side and do that swipe, though, you have to roll that.
Just roll spinny attack.
Because his thrusts are very, very precise, but they don't have great tracking.
Hello, sir. That's the spinny attack. I am a fool. Oh god. Oh no, you lost points. I'm in North America. I'm in the United States. I'm in Florida. Hence why it's so
Lock
hot.
on
We
you.
are
Lock on
close to the equator.
Block. Always block and strafe.
Oof. Yeah, have I not been blocking this whole time?
Nope.
Oh my god.
You've just been taking full hits to the face. You gonna pick up your souls?
Yes. I was reading the chat.
Oh, you lost 10k souls.
Yeah, I didn't pick them up the second time.
Always pick your stuff up.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't think I noticed them and it just whoop, didn't exist anymore. Anything over here? Can I break this?
There's gonna be a bunch of Silver Knights in here, by the way.
Oh, hello.
Now you keep walking too far.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Blocking is important. Oh no.
Almost.
Risky. I'm taking lots of risks right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Sir? Sir? Screw you, sir. Frankly.
It's also a good spot to learn how to parry those knights, because those knights have the exact same moveset as the Black Knights.
Ah.
That's how I learned how to parry them so well. Was I just kept spawning at this bonfire, and just fighting the knights here.
That's cool.
That's how I learned the timing for it.
Anyone else over here? Nope. Should I go in these places?
I don't know if you can open them yet, but go ahead. I forget which doors are open.
Yeah. Not that one. Hello?
Oh, go to that fireplace. Roll into it.
Well, shit. It's very dark in here.
I don't think there's anything down here. Enemy-wise, anyway. There might be a mimic.
It's so dark. That's real.
There's like four chests, I think, down here, though. This is where you get Havel's armor. It is the heaviest armor set in the entire game.
Ah, so we're not wearing it.
Nope.
These are real. Huh.
Havel's Great Shield and Dragonbone Great Club. Yeah. That's a mimic.
That's a mimic. Do I hit it?
Yeah.
How's it going, weirdo? I don't like you
Don't
very
get
much.
grabbed by it.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot they grab.
It's
Oh,
a
no.
mimic. Of course they grab.
I
They grab and go
remember.
nom. It's what they do.
Alrighty. Let me do this guy again. Oh no. The heck? What's a movie park? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Sir. Not too shabby. Screw your table. This way? Where is he at?
If you want to try parrying, my advice is basically as soon as you see his sword go up, hit left trigger. Yeah, you gotta wait for the right attack though. There you go. No, you gotta be closer to him to do the riposte.
Oh no. Oh no. They're all theme parks? That's cool. We have a bunch of theme parks here. We got the Universal
Well, if we
Studios
really only have
theme
like
park.
2 good ones.
But we have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
We got Universal, we have Busch Gardens, we have
Disney, obviously.
Disney, we have, oh my god, oh no. We have Legoland. And then we've got like a bunch of, we have like random ones around that you can find, kind of. Like, they're not like big, but you can eventually, like, if you travel a lot, you'll stumble across like weird local theme parks every once in a while.
MGM Studios is one of them.
It's cool.
If that's still a theme park. It's still a
I don't
theme
even,
park, right?
I don't know anything about it.
I'm pretty sure there's still MGM Studios.
But yeah, so Florida's a cool place to live. You also have a bunch of beaches and stuff if you're into that.
90% of our residents are tourists.
Yeah, most of the people who come here are tourists and MGM, like the Bond guys, like the movies.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
It's supposed to be like a movie themed theme park, but it's not very good. At least not that I can remember anyway.
The only
I haven't been there in at least 20 years.
Yeah, yeah. So like Universal and Disney here, yeah, I like that. Those are the good ones.
You're going back down. You have to. You want to kill the mimic, right?
Yeah. Fireplace. Why would anyone want to visit Florida? The beaches. The theme parks.
Literally everything here is just a tourist attraction.
Yeah, we're just one big tourist trap, essentially.
Nice place to visit.
Not a great place
Not
to
a
live.
great place to stay.
But lots of people, so most of the people who live here are like old, rich white people that live up north, and then during the winter they come here because it's not as cold.
Yeah, a lot of
and they
people
can,
will
like, do stuff.
they'll have vacation homes here.
Yeah, so lots of people have vacation homes here that they'll come to for like this half of the year. And some people like it, like the heat. You know, people will come here that don't like it so cold, and I mean that's part of the fun, right? They'll go to the beach and they'll be in the sun and they'll get a tan. And, like...
I mean, I've always said heat is fine. It's the humidity that is terrible.
Yeah, even like dry heat is okay. Like Texas has like a dry heat for the most part, and that's tolerable.
Which is fine.
The worst thing here is
but
that
when you walk
feels
outside
like...
and you feel like you're swimming.
Yeah, it feels like you're walking through like a wet cloud all the time. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, people have homes here that they come to. Which also means that a lot of places here are more expensive to live. But not all of them. So it just depends. We live near Universal and Disney.
Yeah, we're about a 30-40 minute drive from it.
So
ish.
Yeah, so we're like right outside that. A baby.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Hello.
Take a slurp before you fight the...
I'm gonna get my thingy. Aria says hi.
Hi, Aria.
I don't know if she'd hear you.
Hello.
Houston's just as bad as Florida. Yeah.
You
Oh,
opened
I
the
didn't.
mic.
I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought that was like what I should do.
It just spits you out.
What the heck?
Oh, I would have healed first.
Yeah, I'm brain empty today apparently.
Stab him in his mimic butt.
Yeah. You nasty. Get out of here.
He just wants to give you a lick. Just one lick.
No.
Just one lick, please.
No, thank you. No. Oh no.
Through the pillar, yeah.
Sure. Oh my god. You're in Texas. Cool. Oh, Noodle, you're so cute. How long has he been here? He looks so fluffy today. How was work, babe?
It was pretty good.
What's that?
That trans guy made it through the second interview, so he's gonna...
Yay! Is it Ollie?
Yeah.
I love Ollie. Yeah, we met once.
Oh. Yeah, Ollie's super cool. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get him in and get him trained. I gotta get rid of this other guy, Mark, that I just hired.
Oh no, is Mark bad?
He's awful.
Oh no.
I mean, I have to hold this guy's hand on everything. And
That sucks, I'm sorry.
it's been a month, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
dude.
You can't spend all your time taking care of one employee.
This guy, like, seriously, he's so, it sounds so bad. He's so incompetent that I'm like, how are you, he's like a 40-year-old man. I'm like, how have you made it through life?
Oh no.
Like, so serious.
Rip.
That bad.
Hi, Saber.
Probably just
Welcome back.
hopping from job to job.
Yeah, honestly. Probably.
Well, like his
Ollie
last job,
is...
he operated a forklift. I'm like, how did that go?
You know what the heck, yeah. Is he forklift certified but can't do anything else?
Clearly not well because he's not operating that forklift anymore.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, he was still technically doing that. It was just like it wasn't a steady job. They just called him in with it.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing you just got hired for.
Should go back and
Honestly,
sit
it
at the
pays
bonfire.
well. smash. Where is the bonfire? Back over here.
Yeah, back down the hall.
Ollie is a
right-hand side.
friend of a friend of ours who is trying to get a job at CJ's work. So CJ is going to try to hire him. Ollie's a trans guy. But yeah, the last time I saw Reed, I think, he came over here with Ollie.
Okay.
They were just over here for like a little bit.
Oh, that's right. They didn't stay very long.
Yeah. They were like already out
Like
doing
literally
stuff.
they were like here for maybe 5 minutes. And then
Yeah.
they left.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna invite him around. You know, like I don't associate with a lot of people from work, but
Yeah.
he seems.
Hey,
Really
you can
cool
make friends. I mean, we got Sushi from a work friend.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, work acquaintance, I guess.
I would like to hang out with him more. We just work at different stores. So
Yeah.
I don't see Chase anymore.
I think the trans experience can differ from person to person, but unfortunately it is kind of shitty sometimes. Am I going up here? What did I just
Yeah,
get hit by?
kill the knight first.
Oh, down here.
Yes.
Is that what hit me?
Yes.
Whoa, the camera.
I wouldn't recommend fighting him on the stairs.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It's very hard to get a backstab on the stairs. Ow.
I don't know. I've been, yeah, sometimes is a bit of an understatement. That's, yeah, lots of, oh my god, even here, especially here, I would argue,
Yeah,
in
I was
Florida,
gonna say.
there's some, like, really shitty things that happen. But, I don't know, I've also been really fortunate, or I guess the other people have been fortunate. I have been lucky to have friends who have been lucky when it comes to going through, like, coming out and transitioning and stuff like that. So I've seen it happen in a happy way. But I've also seen it happen in very, very sad ways. So, it depends.
You need to slurp.
Yeah. Of course, like, I can't speak for you guys. Right? Like, what I've seen is just a tiny glimpse into what people are actually experiencing. And, you know, it's not the same. And I got lucky. I came out as bi first. I've come out as lots of things multiple times. But I was like 12 years old when I first came out to my family. And basically they were just like, yeah, we know. They were unsurprised. Which makes sense because I can't think of a time that I wasn't gay and acting gay. And when I was younger, I didn't even realize it was a different thing. I just thought everyone was like that. So I don't know. Yeah, you know? Yeah. Oof. I really hope that, I mean, there, So, with your letter, I really want it to go over well for you because that would be ideal. Of course, the chances of that might be slim, and I know that you know that. So I'm not trying to like parent you right now at all. I'm just trying to talk to you. But I'm like prefacing what I'm about to say. And I think it's really smart that you're talking to your therapist first and like having them read over it for sure. But I also think that, you know, the way that you can confront those things will definitely have an effect, you know, even if it seems like all is lost. The wording is essential, you know, because there are times where people that you would never, ever, 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 ever expect to change their minds or become open-minded. There are times when they do come around. And, you know, and like, ultimately, you know, you would think that their love for you as a person and as their child would trump the negatives of whatever they believe about gay people, trans people, any of that, you know? And of course that isn't always the case, and people end up homeless because of it. There's really awful things that happen because that love isn't strong enough. And, it's rough. You really don't know what's going to happen. But either way, attempting to come around to them, even if they haven't been respectful to you, it's really easy when people haven't been respectful to you to also not be respectful to them. And you don't have to respect them by any means, but the language that you use when trying to, like, win them over, if you do want to still have them in your life, and to, like, fix that bond, is essential. Because you don't want them to look back at that if they do start trying to think about it and think, like, oh, that, like, she was just really rude when she was trying to talk to us about it. Even if you weren't, you don't want them to, like, paint it in that way. So it's really important to, like, be on your best behavior. That way they can't ever be like, you were a dick about it, essentially, That way, like, you aren't in the wrong. If you've done everything perfectly well, and they, at the end of the day, someday realize that they've been shitty about it and that you've done everything totally fine, they can't get mad at you over that, So it's just really essential to, like, do your best if that matters to you. If it doesn't matter to you, and you're gonna move out in a couple of years, and you don't care what happens, then you can do whatever you want, But if you think this might be something that is salvageable in the future, even if it's 10, 20, 30 years from now, that language is very important. All that said, I'm really sorry that this is the struggle that you're going through and the way that things have been playing out, and that this is something you have to have a conversation about. 630 days. That's not that many days. I mean, it feels big. I mean, 630, that's a big number. But it'll be through that before you know it. And the coolest thing about, like, reaching that and getting out means is that you can, like, it is your life. You can do anything you want at that point. Within reason and within your limitations as a human being, when, like, what you have access to. Is that a mimic too?
Is it a mimic?
Yeah. But it's so nice kind of getting your own space, making friends that understand you, understand what you've been through. I don't know, and you end up, as a human being, just kind of finding like-minded people and sticking with them as it is. It's like the same reason why people with mental illness, like myself, end up surrounding themselves with other people with other, like, mental problems. It just kind of happens on its own, and we all have things in common because of it. Or, like, same thing with being gay or trans. Like, you find that, yeah. And that's why, like, having a chosen family is so cool too. Is, like, you can, even if really awful things happen with the people that you wish you should be the close with or think you should because they're the people who raised you, and so on and so forth, you grew up with them, whatever, you can find people to fill that in the future. But yeah, for example, I love my parents very much, but they, I went to college for a little bit, and then I left, and I didn't really have a place to land. Like, I got to stay with my dad for a little bit. My mom didn't really have a permanent space for me, and he didn't have a permanent space either, although he had space for me to be there for a little bit. She like, got rid of my bed and turned my room into an office, so I didn't even really have a spot there. So I landed at my dad's for a little bit. But Cory's parents, just, CJ asked once, and they took me in. And, like, I'm ridiculously thankful for that, because, like, my parents were unable to do that at the time. It's all good. But yeah, so I'm, like, crazy thankful for Cory's parents, because they took me in when I really didn't have a place to land. Where am I going?
Somewhere.
I'm confused by these stairs. What?
It'll make sense. You need to explore the room up here.
Oh. What are...
It's a Drake head.
Are they just mounted there, or are they real?
No, they're trophies.
They're trophies. Man, that's a lot of, trophies.
Well, the Silver Knights did kill dragons, so
Oh. Oh, I see.
it's kind of their thing.
But yeah, so I lived with Cory's parents for with Cory and CJ and Cory's parents for 6 months, something like that, and then we all moved into this apartment together. Me,
It's a little
Cory, and
longer than
CJ.
6 months.
It was March to October.
I thought it was 8.
Oh no, we got together in March. I moved in July. June or July? June. Because I worked at IHOP in July.
I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, so in June, July, August, September, October. It was 4 months. I wasn't there very long. And then we all moved together into this apartment. And we've been here for a little over a year now. A year and a couple months.
Yeah, you're in 3 months.
And y'all are my best friends. That's it, babe. You're just my best friend now. We're just gal pals.
I've been demoted.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm trying to fight something. I can't see.
I'd recommend trying to get this guy out into the hallway.
That sounds
So you have a little bit more room.
wise.
Uh-oh.
Get me out of here.
Slurp.
Interesting how she slurps through her mask.
Interesting how she sees without any actual eyeballs.
Oh yeah. It's a little weird.
Uh-oh.
It's all good. Oh no. Did you just parry me?
No, he shield bashes you.
What the heck is that? Oh yeah, that's not a parry. You can't parry a shield. Oh my god. Sir?
Just why do you keep doing the swing attack? Do the thrust, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
That's what you
Thrust, bro.
want. Bro, do you even thrust?
Bro, do you even thrust? Oh, you don't.
What do you do?
He's chewing on the
You're
wire.
chewing on the wire.
So she was so cute. I picked her up, and then she was on my shoulders, and then she just kept rubbing against my neck, and she'd move around, and then she'd rub on my neck some more.
Oh, I miss sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could bring her out here and just hold her for a bit, but she'll be squirmy. Noodle is currently banned from the bedroom. You wanna go grab her for a minute? She likes when you hold her.
Yeah, I can try.
Just for a little bit. Or we can put Noodles in the bathroom or something. Let Sushi run around out here. I know she definitely wants to come out here. I'm sure she misses you too.
Booty, booty.
Hi, little loaf.
Come
He's
on,
big loaf in it.
Come here, babe.
Following an awesome Monday last week, you've decided to adopt a cat when you get to your own place. Yes.
Noodle.
Oh goodness. If you try throwing a toy, he might go after it.
I tried that already.
Oh. What is that? Oh, a mouse.
Little tiny mouse.
Little Santa mouse. They're so cute. Oh.
He did not like that. No,
Nope.
Mr. Boy.
He hiding. Pranked him.
Grabbing his big butt.
He's so angry. He was just trying to loaf in peace. Alright, I got whatever was there. I saw this.
Sushi cat.
Guess we're going this way. Sushi
cat! I haven't seen you in days.
It really has been days. Come here, baby. Go say hi to Uncle Cory. Sushi, Aria says hi. Sushi loves Aria. Y'all don't even know each other.
Oh, a big purrs from a little kitty.
Oh. Yeah, I bet she missed you so much. Oh.
She's so sweet.
Silly kitty cat.
What is it? Little goob of a cat. She's so cute and so tiny.
Hey.
Why is there
Alright. Wiggly cat.
Oh,
Wiggly cat.
wiggly cat?
Wiggly cat. I don't want to leave him in there too long because he'll knock things off the
Yeah.
counter.
Okay.
Alright.
We should do this more though. While they're like this.
Silly sushi cat.
You can't smush the bed.
That's my
Can I
bed.
jump on it?
I
That's
live
your
there.
bed.
I live there.
It looks very sturdy.
It's actually just a rock.
Come on, dudes. I'm so hungry, but I don't know what to do.
I know what to do about it. I haven't eaten anything yet today, so we should eat something.
Honey.
Honey, don't honey me.
I will honey.
Oh no. Sir?
This is a man.
'Tis a man. Ah! I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you very much. Stab. Nope. Oh no.
You got dead.
I got deaded. Is Noodle still in there?
No, he's in the bathroom, but the door is open.
Noodle! What does that mean, Arya? Oh, this guy. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Come along.
Keep circling too far.
See, she's probably a sweet little cat. She is a sweet little cat. Except for when she frickin' bites ya with her tiny little teeth.
And needle teeth.
Little needle teeth. Indeed. I like that you like your language so much. That's cool. I'm totally indifferent to English. I'm just like, ah, yeah, that's just what I know. That's just what I speak. Come on. Come on. No. Come on. Are there any words that you say in English that I say funny to you? I'm sure there are. You don't think so? I'm sure there's some, probably that we say differently for sure. Cause like it's like things,
Aluminum.
yeah, like aluminum, right? Or like
Aluminium? If you ever meet anybody who is a stickler about that, kindly inform them that both are the correct saying.
Yeah.
There is
yeah.
no correct pronunciation
It's
for
all-
aluminum.
I mean that's most words, right? It just depends on where you're from.
I actually think, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's actually changed. Like, it used to be aluminium, and then they changed it.
I mean, a lot of things have changed like that. Lots of words, like, you know, like we don't, like color, right? We spell it with just two O's and no U. but like it used to be spelled with a U, and it changed because in newspaper prints there was only so many like words cost money essentially, like letters you had to make them, you know, and so it was cheaper to put less letters.
Aluminum.
So they cut out extra letters like that, and that's why our language is different.
According
our
to
dialect.
Google, aluminum is the correct way to
But
say
you
it.
have like American English at Google.
Yeah.
That's
Aluminum.
funny. Aluminum.
Aluminum.
This is weird.
Yeah, because
It has
the British say aluminium.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an English
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah. So Arya's parents are British. That's why I'm like,
Oh, okay.
we would have different ways of saying stuff like that. What are other ones? There's more. Aluminum.
Color is spelled differently.
Right. Yeah, I just talked about that and why. What else?
Did you know that in medieval times, ye typically meant or stood for what we consider today to be the?
Oh yeah.
So when you have some
Ye.
like a sign that says "Ye Old Shop,"
Yeah.
just means the old shop. Oh, basil or basil?
Oh my god, yeah. Some people say pasta weird. Oh no. Oh.
Where did that second guy come from?
I went to another room. That was my
That was
bad.
the room you had just come out of.
I don't know.
There's a lot of rooms that look the same.
Yeah, they're like near each other. I don't know.
Brits say basil.
Yeah, that's what you just said. Like what's his face? Gordon Ramsay. If you watch any of his shows, there's words like that when he's cooking that he'll say that are obviously not American. Old English is remarkably closer to German. That's interesting. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. For sure. I heard someone say once that like American Southern accents are just like slowed down British accents. And I don't know if that's
Oh.
true or not, but it's kind of funny to think about.
Vitamins.
Oh,
They call them
yeah.
vitamins.
Yeah.
Vitamins.
Yeah, we say vitamins.
Privacy or privacy?
Garage or garage.
I think that's an American thing.
Garage is an English thing.
I know people in
America that say
my
garage.
old hometown who say that.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
It could also be
It's in the garage.
a location thing in America. I mean, also within America, we have a bunch of different ways of saying things. There's a test you can do online that it'll just ask you questions like that about how you pronounce things, and you answer all of them, and it tells you where in America your dialect sounds like it came from.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So like
Well,
mine
no,
is like
I'm sorry,
mid
I was
is
talking
like
about what Arya was saying. They said when they're watching Vikings and they see monks speaking Old English, they can understand it with their knowledge of both English and German.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
There's a schedule or schedule.
Yeah, schedule. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Herb and herb.
You're gonna pick something up to eat?
Hmm?
What are you doing? What are you getting from the gas station?
Probably an energy drink.
What do you want to do for foods?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Something with what we have here, I guess. Unless you have any money. I don't have any.
I got like $20.
Did your mom never pay you?
No, I haven't asked her again. She has my invoice. I just need to get her to do it.
Noodle.
But I do have $20. We can get something if you want. German almost became the official language of the USA. Interesting. Were there many Germans who came here? Like, I guess not initially. I think initially it was like what? The Spanish.
It was Europeans.
Yeah, just from everywhere.
At first it was Spanish in Florida.
Yeah, here. Yeah, where we are. It was different people in different places.
Well, that's why the USA is such a hodgepodge of...
Yeah. We get a whole lot of different kinds of white people.
Yeah.
Yep.
What flavor of vanilla do you like?
We've got towns named after all sorts of places, like from all sorts of things. And named after people, like, you could probably argue that, like, I don't know, that the names of different places here are from anywhere, because we literally have things inspired by everything.
There's a town called Austin. Because some dude Austin was like, this town is mine. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
But yeah, we've got like, yeah, so we have people, we have places named after people, we have places named after other places.
Florida is also weird. We have a lot of like towns that have winter in their name.
Even though
we don't
it's
really,
not.
we don't get winter weather typically.
Also, bro, getting feisty. Florida is named after the Spanish word for flower.
Oh, I thought it was named after Flo Rida.
You thought it was... Cory. I hate it. Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed. Texas has its own dialect of German? That's neat. Get deaded.
You're not gonna pick up.
Where did I die last time?
I don't.
Do you how do you know?
Are you not gonna pick up the mimic item?
The mimic item? Ah.
All
the mimic
all
item.
mimics drop an item. I don't think there's ever been a mimic in any of the Souls games that didn't drop something.
Oh wait, is the one that was shooting me gonna come
Oh,
after
there
me?
you go. No, he'll stay at the
Your
other
souls
end.
are in there.
I know. I was just nervous about that guy. I didn't want to like run in here and then have them both.
See, I feel like you did go back into that room and there was suddenly one there.
Yeah, well, he must have followed me.
That's weird. Normally he doesn't do that. It's not supposed to do that.
There's a different room where there's one already in a bedroom like that.
Well, there's another bedroom where there's like 5 of these guys just standing around.
Oof. Sorry about your table.
You should take a look at that painting on the wall when you're done.
No. No.
Oh my gosh, baby.
Rip. A couple of people that still speak it. They're very old. Oh, interesting. God, I hate stuff like that. Just, ugh. For a place that really acts like we're so welcoming and want to have like diversity and be a melting pot.
We're not.
We're the fucking worst. Like what the heck?
If the past year has been any proof of
For
that.
sure, yeah. Noodle. Meow. Come here.
That was so sad.
Noodle.
Get your fat booty in here.
Did you forget that we were out here?
No,
Where are you
then
going?
come back in.
Hey.
Stop.
Come back.
No. Oh, I'm gonna kick your fat ass. No, stop.
Things are shifting back. It just, like, things have been very quiet recently, thank goodness.
Yeah, because there's not a
Monkey.
hate monger.
It's not an orange
Though I will
baboon.
say, I saw a post from ye old orangutan on on Facebook that was posted not 15 minutes ago, where he's still complaining about the election.
I don't,
So
Yeah.
dude.
he's still
At
crying.
this point, like,
He also
let's just
was
all
gonna
move forward.
He basically pledged to veto a defense bill that Congress was trying to pass if they didn't include basically consequences for major corporate social media accounts
Uh-huh.
like Facebook, Twitter, basically all the people that have been banning or, fact checking.
Yeah.
Or literally, like, turning off his account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what, they,
But the House majority vote for that bill was so marginally high that he can't veto it.
yes.
This is great.
Yeah, put him in his place, what the heck.
Republicans and Democrats were
It's
like,
so
fuck you.
dumb.
He is.
Like, people are like, you have to respect our right to free speech, and then they're like, my free speech to say shit that isn't real. Like, what the heck? Like, why? Like,
Or immediately, as soon as someone's free speech is telling you that they don't like you, then suddenly their free speech is hate speech, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
but
That's
real
not
hate,
how that works.
Real hate speech is okay, though.
Yeah,
you can
real hate
actually be
speech is
discriminatory.
fine.
What the heck? Gotta love it. Yeah, he's literally a fascist. He absolutely is.
I'm convinced that he's like so uneducated that he literally doesn't know anything about how to run anything.
He thinks he can just do what he wants.
Yeah, because he has money and because he's a bully.
Yeah.
Well,
he
give it
was
a couple months, you won't have any money left.
He was
Yeah, he's
also
bankrupt, dude.
wanting to veto this bill because of the name changes to forts that are named after Confederates. Yeah.
Bro,
He was gonna veto it because
you're racist. Stop. Like, what the heck? There's no
He's a
reason for
racist that claims that he's not.
Most racists are racist that claim that they aren't. Unless they're just blatantly racist, you know?
Well, no, that's what I mean. Is like
Yeah.
he's so blatantly racist, but also claims that he's not racist.
Right. Well, yeah, but some people are blatantly racist and proud of it.
I would argue that that's worse.
It is worse.
Is saying you're not racist and then being blatantly racist.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're not, I mean, he's not self-aware at all. Or he is and he just doesn't care.
Man, I hope his wife leaves him. I hope the IRS claims all of his money. I hope he's on the street. Like, not dead, just on the street.
I want to meet him working in, like, a McDonald's. I want to be like...
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
I'm gonna give him the worst order. I'm gonna make him make my
I
whatever
need
the heck.
20.
You know?
Your McFlurry.
My McFlurry. He'll be like, ice cream machine broke.
I need 20
like you're lying.
Big Macs.
20! I won't even eat them. I'll just drop them in front of him on the floor.
Hey, he tell you that the machine is broken, be like, you were lying when you were in office, you're lying right now. Go fix it.
Go make a McFlurry. Yeah.
It's just sad. He's just a pathetic human being. Literally no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Yeah. God, yeah. Oof.
Like, never did I think in my mind that it was actually okay to fully hate somebody.
Yeah.
And then Trump became president.
You know how lots of people will say that they're like, that they only support Trump for like his economic values, whatever.
Yeah, no, sorry. You support him for any reason, you are racist.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So like, when did you decide that was more important to you than people's lives?
At that point, if you're literally telling people you only support Trump for blank or blank, at that point you're just making excuses for your racism. I'm sorry.
Yep. You're right. You should say it.
I wouldn't recommend blocking those. You'll just
Should
keep
roll.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
Ouchie.
Ouchie indeed.
Now imagine having a bow like that for power armor
Yeah.
in Fallout 76.
That would smack, dude.
Smack. Honey, you can't go that way.
I was just trying to roll it.
I know.
I was trying not to die.
If you get too far away, he's gonna pull out his bow again.
That's
Slurp,
okay. At least we can go
slurp,
around the corner.
slurp.
I don't want to go slurp when he's coming at me. Screw you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Sam.
Not
What the
like
heck?
even to a lesser degree than that, though. I'm sorry, the quote economy is more important than basic human rights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's not even about just like any issue in particular or anything. Like it's like, God, I feel like at the core of it all, you know, the people who are trying to like raise him up are the ones that claim that they're the most patriotic, but they're literally going against what like actual American values are. Like it's so stupid.
slurp before you fight. Yeah, always look at your health.
Yeah, right. Yeah, who is the economy helping? If
Nobody
it's not
right
helping
now.
people, like money isn't even real. Money isn't real. The economy isn't real. Like we've just designed it to work like this, and we've designed it in such a way that it works like
Yeah,
awful
money
and it
itself
hurts people.
literally only has value because we say it has value. That's it.
Trickle down economics where you give the money to the rich and it goes to the poor doesn't work.
Well, so
And the fact that people who won't even benefit from it are the ones that are supporting him the most, like, it doesn't make any sense.
So the main problem with like, I mean, I kind of know, at least here in America, right, is the problem with money today is that it used to represent how much gold you had.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally how much physical gold you had available to you and your
Yeah,
family.
you get like slips that confirmed
yes.
your money.
And then I want to say sometime in the 70s.
I don't think it was
Ish.
that recent.
No, it was fairly recent. 70s. It was either anywhere from the 50s to 70s. Somewhere in that time frame. They stopped, like, the dollar bill stopped being representative of that.
And it just started being
And it
itself.
just started being a dollar bill.
That seems so recent, though. I feel like people would talk about that more.
When did the dollar bill stop representing the Federal Reserve gold? I don't know if this is going to be
January 30th, 1934.
Yeah.
According to Federal Reserve note.
Oops.
Yeah, Aria, I honestly have to agree.
So it was 1934. That's still fairly recent.
Everyone should have access to the things that they need. That should just be a basic human right. And then if you want extra things,
Oh, but then you
can
have
work
people
towards extra
claiming that
things.
that's socialism.
Well, it is socialism.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh.
But you can't be mad at socialism just because of what it's called. Like,
yeah.
you can't be mad at something if you don't know what the heck it actually is. Just because someone said it's bad
Well,
doesn't mean it's bad.
there's a lot of people who think socialism is communism.
They're not the same thing.
It is not the same
They're not the
thing
same
at all.
thing. Dude, people in America will hear the word socialism and think that you're crazy for believing in it. Which is so stupid.
Which those people are among the people who think, A, they think you're talking about communism, which is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Or they're super selfish and don't think that people should be given their basic human rights
and they should have to, quote, work for it.
Well, we're a capitalist country.
Or pay
That's
for
why.
it.
It's
Yeah.
so stupid. Like, literally everyone
And you're
should have...
brainwashed to think that from the moment you're born.
Oh yeah,
Like-
they really instill that in us, like, as fast as they can. And it's insane. Like, people should have their basic human rights and, like, basic needs covered. We should be able to survive, if nothing else. Too many people in our own country don't even have that. And people, like, get mad at them for it.
Perfect,
People
great
fine
example.
homeless people for being homeless.
Well, I'm a prime example. Healthcare for me.
Oh, yeah.
I, right now, have to pay a premium of about $150 just to make sure that I don't have to pay about $1,000-ish
Just to live.
for a monthly supply of insulin because I'm a type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
And even then, I still have to pay for my insulin when I go pick it up. Like,
You have to pay to survive.
what is American healthcare?
Yeah, it isn't.
When I could walk up to Canada, live in Canada, and get free healthcare.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't have to pay to survive at that level, you know?
Like
It's
literally,
insane.
like they put a price on my health.
Yeah. I mean, on your life. It literally, they decided that that's how much you need to pay in order to live. I did that on accident. I wasn't even looking at the screen. Oops.
Watch it never happen again. You're in the corner. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's awful. And, like, in lots of places that are socialist, you find that, like, people, you know, everyone gets that base amount so that they can survive in terms of, like, food, water, shelter, those things. They have access to what they need. And then,
Yeah, that's
you
the other
can
thing,
work
right?
for more if you want more. You can earn more things if you want them, but you can survive if you do not have the ability to work. Like, you'll be okay. You know? Here, if you don't have the ability to work and you don't have anything else to, like, kind of back it up with, you're just fucked. And then society hates you because you got screwed over.
No, Sam, I do not follow that. I know that there are a lot of people right now trying to make insulin more affordable. There was actually a couple of bills that people were trying to get passed here in some states in the U.S. To cap the price of insulin. It was still fairly high, but I think they were trying to cap it at like $300 for a month's supply, which is, you know, still expensive, but a lot more reasonable than charging someone $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, not everyone can afford health insurance. Which is a whole other, like, what the heck? Like, you have to pay for health insurance to pay less for the things you need for your health.
There was another bill that I saw that was trying to... Because basically the more expensive kind of health insurance you pay for, the less you have to pay when you go to pick up your insulin. Or pick up your medication or whatever. And one of the other bills they were trying to pass that I saw was they were trying to cap the amount that a pharmacy could charge for your insulin or for your medication when you went to pick it up. Mm-hmm. So they couldn't charge you more than like $35, regardless of what health insurance plan you had. Which is like that, yeah. Please.
Yeah, that's like a high-end car payment for existing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can get free health insurance but pay more for better service. See, that's even better than whatever the heck is going on here.
Yeah, that's so much better.
At least you get something. Like,
I would rather not pay for health insurance, right? And get a baseline health insurance and walk into a pharmacy and say, hey, I'm running low on insulin. I need some more. Can I buy a 1 month supply? They pull out a couple boxes, put them on the counter, and they go, $50. Okay, here you go. That way I'm literally only paying $50 a month.
Ideally, you shouldn't have to pay anything for a thing that you need.
Yeah. Especially when, like, at least at this point in my life, right? That's all I really need.
Yeah.
Is, well, not all I really need. But, like, all I need is my diabetic stuff.
Yeah.
But most of it, I pay, I think, like, $20 for. And it'll last me a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can make... some of my diabetic supplies last even longer than that. Depending on how I use it. But it's mostly just the insulin. Because honestly, really, if I needed to, I could go to CVS at any time or any pharmacy, and I could pick up a box of pen needles for my insulin and pay like $40 for it.
Yeah. So like, I see a psychiatrist, and there was a period of time where I was seeing her every week. One visit is $600. Luckily, I can see her for free because I'm on my dad's health insurance, technically I'm on my stepmom's, and she works at a college and they give her really good health insurance, and I'm lucky, but that's temporary. I'll reach an age where I can no longer be on that, and unless I can afford it for myself, I will no longer be able to see a psychiatrist and get my medication or any of that because it's $600 just to like get someone to confirm to the I don't know, just to get someone to tell the pharmacy that I can have my medication. Like,
yeah,
I don't even do anything else. I talked to her and she's like, how are you doing? And she kind of just charts how I've been, and then she is like, cool. Like, it would be $600 for like a 10-minute conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense. She's not a therapist.
Sam, yes, I have a Dexcom sensor.
I don't have a Dexcom pump. Or I should say I had a Dexcom sensor. As of right now, I don't have the funds to be able to pay for the sensor. Normally I do, but currently not working. I haven't had the income for it. But I have liked the sensor for the times that I've had it. And my next step was to get a pump to link up with it. So, hopefully at some point in the future, I will be back on those. Thankfully, the Dexcom sensors are covered by the insurance that I have right now.
You're welcome for 200 followers. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for following. Very much appreciated. I've had it for a couple of days now. And every single day I'm like, I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you so much. It's true. Sometimes I cry about it. I think we might end this soon. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours?
2 hours.
How many people are in here right now? I haven't been looking at anything. It's like 6 people in here right now. Yeah, I might call it quits. Even though Sixer, you just jumped in here. The federal law states an article or something that Germany is a social something. It went away. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I cry all the time. Me too. No, but it was like good crying, Aria. It was like thankful, happy, good crying. I like crying. I like crying about everything, honestly. It's so cathartic. I don't know how to like get angry, and so I don't I don't have any other means of like letting out lots of emotion. So I just cry and then it's over.
It's also nice to know that when you're talking, specifically when you're talking with people in different countries, and you're like, hey, do you guys want to hear how terrible, like, my country sucks? And you have other people in other countries that go, yeah, man, that's terrible.
Yeah. Sam, I love you. Yeah. That's my whole vibe all the time. Not so much on the streams because I want to be accessible, and I'm a small streamer, and being super opinionated unfortunately means that you cut people off a little bit. But
I mean, do we really want the people that we were talking about watching you anyway?
I don't, but at the end of the day, you know, it's weird.
Being
it's so
honest.
It's a weird thing. I do not want anyone. So, like, I have rules in my Discord that, like, if anyone even is remotely offensive to, like, anybody, I'm there. That's it. Like, you cannot. Someone joined my Discord really early on when I was still at, like, less than 20 people. Not the creepy guy. Their name in the Discord was "I'm actually racist."
Oh.
And I immediately kicked them. I was like, nope. Oh, Sam! I'm glad. Yeah, I love you guys. Arya, translate. What does that mean? I can't understand. But yeah, I love you guys. And, like, if you want to have more conversations like this outside of streams, you're welcome to message me. Like, we can be friends. That's totally allowed.
I always love complaining about my country. I'm not what you would call a proud American citizen.
I'd be proud if we actually did the things.
I'd
that
be
we
proud if
said we
America
would.
was actually a decent place to live.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are some places in America that are great.
That's
but
the first line
right
of your
here-
national anthem.
Right here, right now, no.
What's the first line of our national anthem? I can't remember.
I stopped caring after high school when they
Yeah.
literally forced us
Every
to...
single day in high school, you have to stand up and do the pledge.
Yep. Pledge of Allegiance.
The Pledge of Allegiance. That's,
Stand
that's
for
our
the
national
pledge.
thing. We have to do that every single day in high school, or our entire time in school. Every day.
morning.
Every morning, we have to wake up, get there, stand up, look at the flag, and everyone at the same time.
Serves no purpose.
That's a cult thing. That feels culty.
Yeah, serves no purpose. I think there's probably a lot of decent people who are not proud to be Americans right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Unity, justice, and freedom are bound to happiness. That sounds nice. That sounds lovely. What's our thing? Our stuff sounds nice at face value.
Oh, Noodle's getting sleepy.
Sleepy boy.
Behind you.
Oh, he never sleeps there. That's cute. He only sleeps there if we're cuddling. What's the Star Spangled Banner? That's the...
I know it
that's
involves
the one that's
blowing
just about us.
stuff up.
That's just about us winning a war.
In the rocket's red glare.
The bomb's
And the bomb's bursting in air.
God, so violent.
We will explode them all.
How does the pledge go? Why can't I remember?
Oh
it?
yeah. Oh, say can you see?
Oh, say can
Yeah.
you see? Yeah, that's literally
See,
about winning
but
a war.
that was weird, right? In my elementary school and in middle school, we had the short version, like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, as soon as we got to high school is when they switched it to the national anthem.
They switched it to the national anthem for you?
Yeah.
What the heck? We only ever did the pledge.
Well, so we had to, the quote-unquote flag we had to look at was this really terrible quality video that played the national anthem.
What the
And
heck?
we, like, sat there for, like, the whole song.
I don't think we actually had flags in high school. I think we all just kind of stood up together and, like, put our hand on your heart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But...
Literally, it's an attempt at brainwashing people.
It 100%.
Like-
You have to do it every day
Yeah.
with everyone at the same time. It's like America Church.
Really sad that it doesn't work.
Okay, yeah. So our pledges: I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Bitch, where?
Oh, but you forget under God.
Oh yeah, and then they added under God in like the 50s or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which separation of church and state, my ass.
Well, let's be honest. That was never enforced from the start. So
yeah. Like, definitely the majority of people here are Christian, I think, right?
Huh?
I think the majority of people here are Christian.
Yeah, like 60-70% of Americans are Christian.
But you still shouldn't be making things blatantly Christian, like,
no,
that everyone has to do,
No, you
right?
should
Like,
keep religion out of politics. Like,
right.
That's just a
Politics
given.
are applicable to everyone, not just the majority.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
There's also just too many people that use religion as, like, a crutch. Or, like, an excuse to be a good person, and it's like, you should be a good person to start with.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
I stopped saying it in high school, so, like, by the time I was, like, a sophomore...
Oh, yeah, I know. I think I stopped halfway through.
Yeah. I would stand up, because...
I stopped in middle school. I was like, oh, this is dumb.
Yeah. I don't think we didn't do it in middle school, but I went to, like, a weird hippie middle school, so that doesn't really count. And then when...
So you went to a school that was designed to burn down the establishment.
Oh, for sure. Everyone who came out of that school is, like, a nutcase now. Like, but we're in a fun way. But yeah, so in high school, like, my sophomore year of high school, when I was, like, 15, 16, I stopped saying it, and I would still stand up, because if you sat down during it, the teachers would get mad at you. So I would stand up, but I wouldn't say it.
I'm gonna have you sit next to Solaire.
Friends! Friendship.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If you could find some way to, like, I don't know if there's any way to disable the UI. This would make, like, a nice podcast type, like, background.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. It's super fascist adjacent. Yeah, no, Arya, I think you're right. If someone was over here, literally, people here are so bonkers that probably if you guys did that and someone here was like, did you know in Germany they force them every day to stand up and say their national whatever, they'd be like, oh, that's so awful, what the heck, like, whatever.
And meanwhile,
we literally do that. Yeah, it's the way that Americans would, like, we look at our own shit through rose-colored glasses and then we like criticize everything else. It's so dumb.
Yeah, well then when you're put in that position again, you're like, oh, this isn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, right. And that's what's so awesome about that, is that, like, people in Germany genuinely have, like, moved forward and made it very apparent and visible that they've moved in a different direction. Here, effort at that.
They've taken so many steps to, like, I don't want to say erase it, but they don't like to talk about it.
Right.
And they're just like, we don't talk about this part of our history at all.
Yeah, you move forward. You make it better. You make reparations. They don't do that here. Yeah, let's hope. That's what the last 4 years have been, is like, nukes? Question mark?
Literally,
scary?
like, constant verge.
Like, Fallout happening now? What?
I'm honestly surprised that Trump didn't get the country nuked.
Yeah. Yeah, the way he would talk, like... Ugh,
Do you remember when he got into that dick measuring contest with Kim Jong-un? Like,
yes.
Early on in his presidency?
Yeah, they were both like...
I have a button! I have a button! I have a bigger button!
Yeah, it's so stupid. They're debating on banning the right-wing party in Germany? That's...
What?
That's kind of crazy. That would never happen here.
Yikes.
So, like, you have to think, Sixer, definitely we have things that aren't great, but then there are things that are better than lots of places. It just, it depends. And wherever you move to...
I think capitalism can be a good thing.
With limitations.
If it was more regulated than it currently is.
Yeah, people want to be billionaires.
Yeah.
People think that they can become a billionaire out of nothing, which they can't.
Because capitalism
but
and
they
competition
make it
is
so
good.
that...
That's good for economy.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to limit that just in case something happens and they do become a billionaire and then, like, oh goodness, then it's all in their favor. But that probably will never happen to just random people. We don't only have two parties but we only have two parties that they talk about.
Yeah, well,
We have like
our
a
our
ton of
system
parties.
is called the two-party system, but we do have other quote-unquote choices.
There are other parties. We have
But-
lots of parties.
Yeah.
I think there's like a ton of them. Some of them, there's like a pirate party. There's like
There's a pirate party?
yeah, you can find up a whole list of actual parties. Just nobody talks about them.
There was a Kanye West party.
There was,
Yeah.
unsurprisingly. Oh yeah, we have a whole bunch, but they only talk about the main two.
Well, and the main reason for that is because with how our elections are done, by the time it gets around to like time to vote, those are the only two parties who have like the money and the resources to reach the most amount of people.
Yeah, that's just how it has been for so long that just is the system now. And people have been trying for years and years and years to try and get at least one more party in, so it's not just those two at the end of the day. And they just never get the kind of support that they need. So, unfortunately, we have a two-party system because of that.
Look at Noodle.
Hello,
His face.
sir.
He was like,
But yeah, I don't know. Things are crazy. Oh, but I was saying to Sixer, anywhere that you would move to that seems like a better option might be a better option, but you end up introduced to new evils. So, like, Canada, for example,
no country's gonna be perfect.
there are people in Canada who are incredibly racist towards First Nations people, so like Native Americans, but you know, the ones that are in Canada. So like the Indigenous people of Canada have a lot of like just get treated terribly in Canada sometimes, which most people don't know. But then you would move there, and it's, you know, then you would see it, right, and you wouldn't know what you're getting into. Not that we treat them any better here, by any means.
Nope.
I would argue that
Sorry, is your skin any shade other than
white,
pasty and pale? Probably there's a group of people standing outside that don't like you,
Yeah, for
which
sure.
is so stupid.
But yeah, the way, so like, I would argue that Indigenous people in probably anywhere, but what I'm familiar with is in North America, are both the most oppressed and the least talked about, because we don't oppress anyone else to the point where they can only live in certain areas and have different rules than us and like whatever. Like, what the heck? Like, it's insane. We make space for like Mormons and the Amish and whatever, but they're like kinds of Christians. So like that's okay because they're white and somewhat Christian, so we can make space for them. But Indigenous people, no,
Nope.
we're gonna keep them in their little space, and they can't do anything that we think is weird. And if they leave that, we kidnap them. Literally, the amount of harm that happens to, especially like female Indigenous people, is insane. Yeah, it's awful. We like, and people don't talk about it enough. You know, it's especially in the last year, like with the Black Lives Matter movement being at its peak, you know, so far,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. A lot of things
Especially
have become much
considering,
more
like-
obvious.
But especially considering that the people were willing to go out and do that, probably to the detriment of health, I should say. But they were willing to go out and do that in the middle of a pandemic, when like it was, you know, don't gather in large groups of people. But these people were so fed up that they were like, no.
They did, and most of them
Screw
wore
you.
masks. I went to a protest and everyone wore masks, and it was really safe. We were outside, you know.
And yet you see, sorry, turning this back around to Trump supporters real quick.
Yeah, you see them having their own protests
literally-
and rallies with
they're-
no masks
they're
on.
Like there's a famous picture that keeps going around where it's this big, fat, overweight white dude with a "Make America Great Again" hat on, and he's literally like shouting, and you can see spit coming out of his mouth at like, and he's just surrounded by people. And
Yeah.
it's like, that is literally that is a Trump supporter. You want to know what a Trump supporter is? This will be the picture in the dictionary.
And yeah, so I have a friend. So I come from, it's like a small city. It's definitely not like a town. It's definitely a city, but it's not like Orlando or whatever. It's a small city, and it's in like it's the most central point of Florida, essentially. And they had a few different protests, and I don't live there anymore, but I have a bunch of friends who were there and went to the protests. And I have friends who, they're minors. They're in high school still, and they got gassed while at these protests. White minors, even. Mm-hmm. So they weren't even just targeting people of color at this point.
I'm convinced...
They did not care. Like, the police gassed my friends, my children.
That's because the way that our police force is taught to handle situations is with a violence-first attitude.
Yeah, and
they are not taught how to critically think about an issue. They are not told how to talk someone down. They are literally told, you see a problem... You either hit it, shoot it, or gas it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Is that
which is so that is not how you handle tense situations.
No, that's not how you handle tense
situations. That's how you make it worse.
And like, yeah, a lot of you are younger. I'm 20. Cory's a dinosaur. No, he's not. He's
I'm
young.
25.
He's 25. You're not a dinosaur.
No. Though you do make me feel old when you're like, I was born in 2000, and I'm like, why?
But yeah, so like we have a similar situation. There was a pregnant woman in my hometown that got shot with a rubber bullet, point blank. Shot with a rubber bullet.
Yeah,
and
that was the other thing is they're clearly not being taught how rubber bullets work.
Yeah, they're massive.
So rubber bullets, the way that they're supposed to work, you are not supposed to like shoot these directly at people. The way that you're supposed to use them is you're supposed to shoot them at the ground. So when they bounce off of the ground, they lose most of their force, and they basically turn into a... Think of it more like a BB that really, really hurts.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to literally deform your face like it has some people.
Right, because they're shooting them point blank towards people, straight on. They're massive. They're solid rubber with metal on the inside, so they're not just rubber. They have metal inside.
They're made to ricochet.
They come out of a gun. If you shoot them right at people, there are photos of people completely missing their eyes and like parts of their face now because they've been shot with these rubber bullets at these protests. It's insane. Sam is 27.
Oh, okay. Bit closer to me.
Yeah. I'm 20. CJ is 24.
23. I want to say 23. Almost
23.
Yes.
I'm like, we're 4 years apart, but no, we're only 4 years apart.
No, because
like,
I'm technically 2 years older than her.
Yeah. And then Cory's 25. But yeah, things got really bad this year. And I got lucky. I went to a protest and it was totally peaceful the whole time and nothing bad happened and the police were involved with it and it went really well. And they actually gave the police here in our city, they made an agreement for like things to prepare them with when teaching them like how to interact with people and like stuff like that. I don't know. It was cool. There were people literally like changing the way that they train police in our city, which is really important because we can't. Abolishing the police isn't a thing that is likely going to happen given the state of our country.
There's also just, unfortunately, a lot of people that don't understand what many of us mean when we say defund the police.
Right, it doesn't mean take it all away.
Yeah,
it just means, like, we gotta regulate this.
Who's gonna come to my house when I have a robber? Still the police. They're still gonna be around.
But at the end of the day, the police
except the police... Well, the thing is that the police will still come around, except the police that shows up at your door, instead of having a fully automatic AR-15... is just going to have a regular handgun.
A regular handgun, and if, I don't know, they're not going to be racist towards you. Like, what the heck? Like, they're not going to use all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't even know. It's awful. So yeah, the one that happened in our city was really peaceful and actually progressive in terms of how things went. No, but they, yeah, I was really surprised, Sam, by the one in my hometown. I didn't expect that at all. Like, the one here was so peaceful. And then the one in my hometown was, like, mostly young people and teenagers. And they all got gassed. And I watched the videos because people were recording, you know, while they were there.
It's also messed up.
It was literally, like, out of nowhere. Like, people were peaceful, and then some of them were, like, standing in the road, which I guess is technically illegal, but it was a protest, and, like, they knew where the area was, and they just got mad and started gassing people and shooting people.
Brick pallets that certain police forces.
Oh my god! Aria! There have been confirmed police were leaving pyramids of bricks just around in areas where protests would happen to incentivize people throwing bricks at the police. That way they could blame them and say that the riots were getting too violent. But they were planting the bricks themselves. They were caught planting the bricks themselves all over the place. So, it was both, Overland. It was definitely both. And Antifa isn't an organization, actually. It's just groups of people that believe in anti-fascism. Some of them do awful things. Some of them don't do awful things at all. Some of them are really lovely. The same goes for the police, of course. But there were police confirmed them caught doing that all over the place. Black Lives Matter is an organization. It's an actual organization. It has leaders in different areas. And a lot of them are local. Antifa probably also has small organizations. I know people who run BLM organizations in my hometown, and they're lovely, and incredibly peaceful. But those are totally different things. Black Lives Matter is an organized thing. Antifa isn't an organized thing. The police are an organized thing. We all know what the police are.
Well, it depends on what police you're talking about.
That's
Being
fair.
honest.
But that's a real, like, thing that we have. But yeah, Black Lives Matter is an organized thing, whereas Antifa is not. What else? But yeah, I don't know. The fact that my friends, who are literally children, got gassed for doing literally nothing, and there's videos of it, really, really irks me.
It was so dumb. It was like, you're literally just proving that these violent protests are fake.
Yeah.
Like...
And sure, some of them are violent. Oh my god, I totally forgot another thing. Also, in my hometown, there was some violence that happened at a protest. One in particular. And none of the people actually involved, none of the Black Lives Matter people did it. It was literally... It was white supremacists that got bussed in from a different city.
Oh, yeah, you told me
They got arrested, and it was confirmed that that's what they were. Mm-hmm. They were white supremacists from a different city that got bussed in just to make the riots violent. Or not the riots. They weren't even riots. They turned them into riots. But they were peaceful protests. And all the other protests in my city were totally peaceful. It was just the one where these people got bussed in to cause chaos.
Yeah, there were literally people who were like, you could literally see videos of people during the protests that were, like, physically body-blocking stores from other people who were trying to, like, break into them to, like, loot them during the protests.
Yeah.
Just to turn it into a riot.
Yeah. The one that we had, so like I said, the one that we had here was totally peaceful, and the police were really lovely during it and promised to be more intentional about the way that they treat the community and the way they train each other. And that was awesome. That was really awesome. And it sucks that that wasn't the case everywhere.
And that's literally all people in the protest want. It's just like, hey, listen to us.
Yeah. It could be peaceful on both sides if that's what people actually listen to. Unfortunately, that is not how these go. And if you look at all sorts of things, if you look at
the protest in Orlando was peaceful, wasn't it?
I don't know. There was a bunch of protests. It's hard to say, like, one, especially for major cities.
I remember there was a lot of people who were worried about, specifically the one in Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't trust Orlando.
I don't remember hearing anything about it going wrong.
Yeah,
so
I have no idea about Orlando.
I think it went well.
So for Stonewall, for example, for LGBT stuff here in America, that was a big riot that happened, and it had to be a riot because in the 80s, and in the 70s, police were essentially arresting trans men and butch lesbians and taking them to prison, or not prison, to jail, sorry, different things, to jail, and raping them. And it was totally okay. It was just accepted that that was a thing that happened. And this is 100% true that was happening. And it was awful. So they had to, like, literally go to violence to make it stop. And things started changing. And it started changing. And it sucks that violence sometimes is what it has to get to make change. Like, it, you know, ideally that would never happen. But sometimes, like, the people who are being oppressed cannot get their voice heard.
Well, there's also the problem that
I'm not promoting violence. Let me clarify. Yeah, I'm not promoting violence, but I see why it happens.
I'm not promoting violence either, but unfortunately a lot of people who use violence to achieve their own motives only respond in kind to violence.
Yes. Yeah. Same goes for the civil rights movement a couple decades ago. A couple is like 2 or 3 years. A few decades ago, right, when we got rid of segregation and stuff like that, it didn't start really changing until people got violent. Martin Luther King was peaceful, but those peaceful protests, you know, they were good, and people credit them for working because people don't want people to get violent.
Didn't he get shot and, like, finished a speech?
I don't know about that.
No, I'm thinking of Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, no.
He was quick little fun fact. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt. He got shot mid-speech and just didn't react to it, finished the speech, and then, like, went to a hospital.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely not promoting violence, and I'm not trying to say that all of anyone in any of these groups is terrible. You know? Because it is not that simple. The world is not that black and white. But I think that when there's, like, actual evidence of, like, specific incidents where things are happening, those incidents need to be addressed, you know? And that goes for both sides. That goes for literally everyone, you know? If the police in an area are notoriously helpful and kind and respectful and not racist, then they should be respected, and they should be, no violence should go towards them, and everything should be fine, right? And in that case, probably everything will be fine. Same goes for if you have a bunch of people of color who have never done anything wrong, they don't deserve to be falsely incarcerated, you know? And vice versa. Like, it just, you know, you have to treat people fairly.
I've also just never understood not seeing, like, basically any person of color as a human being.
Yeah, like, I can't even...
I literally cannot, like, my mind cannot process that kind of, like, visualization of another human being.
And I understand that, like, I mean, as a white person in America, I know that, like, from the way that I grew up and the privilege that I have, there are some things that I think, not even consciously, that probably are racist. And I try really hard to make sure that if I notice them, I work to get rid of that, because that's awful. But I've never, ever, ever, ever been, like, I don't know, thought of anyone of color as less than. When I was in elementary school, most of my friends were people of color, like, and not to be like, I'm a great white person, and all my friends are people of color, or, like, whatever, because that's not what I'm trying to say at all. But just that, like, I truly could have grown up and never even realized that people were racist because of the way that I grew up. And just, you know, the past few years becoming more and more aware of, like, what the people are making, especially in Florida, living where I live and seeing the people around me, things are so rough for people who are, like, various minorities. I don't understand why. Like, well, I understand why, but I just wish it wasn't the case, you know? I think that people who are against Black Lives Matter don't understand what it is. And I think that in a lot of ways it's gotten a bad rap, and it really has.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, all lives matter. And it's like,
all lives do matter. All lives do matter.
You're missing the point.
But people who say all lives matter, they don't get the point of Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter isn't saying that only Black Lives matter. Black Lives Matter is saying that Black lives also matter and are not currently being treated like that. So yeah, people who get confused because, like, people
Black
will
Lives
say
Matter
all lives matter
is important right now because
those are the people facing the issues at present.
Yeah.
Like,
And yeah, so like people get mad, right, because they say all lives matter, and then people come for them. And if we don't actually communicate with them why that isn't helpful, then they will just think that we're being obnoxious and saying that all lives don't matter. And that's not true. All lives absolutely matter. And that's the whole point. So at the end of the day, we agree, right? Like, people who say Black Lives Matter and people who say all lives matter. If those are your principles, you totally agree on the same thing.
Yeah.
You just need to be crossing that bridge and, like, actually communicating. Because
supporting Black Lives Matter is supporting all lives. Matter.
Yes, supporting Black Lives Matter is supporting all lives. It's the same with feminism. Feminism doesn't mean women are better. That's a whole other thing, and that is just as bad.
That's another thing a lot of people are confused about.
Yeah, feminism means equality for everyone because women have been oppressed. So
I'm sorry, you just made me think of those like feminist like people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Who found out that like they could get drafted for the war now, and they were like, "I wanted feminism, but not this," and it's like.
Dude,
then you didn't want feminism.
Draft people for wars, it's either all or nothing. Like, you can't only be drafting one gender.
I was sitting there going like, if you wanted feminism and you didn't want this, then you didn't want feminism.
Yeah.
You wanted a female hierarchy.
Yeah, you can't pick and choose your equality. Like, if all people are equal, then all people are equal. State government agencies have to purchase from agencies that create products from prison labor. I want to say to Joe, because I know Joe is in here. I love you, and I really hope that you're not hearing this and thinking that, like, I'm hateful or that I am mad at anyone in particular for any. I don't know. Because, I don't know. At the end of the day, all I believe is that everyone should be treated fairly. And I think that you and I in particular, like, we can agree on that. You know, I've heard you talk about this stuff and you want everyone to get along. And at the end of the day, I think that's the key, right? We all need to be understanding of each other and communicate with each other. And
just treat people like decent human beings. That's all. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. So I think that at the core, like, all of us, we really just want the same thing. You know, and some of our rhetoric is confusing because we see it from different angles and we don't all understand each other.
Also, just because you think a different thing doesn't mean that, like, you don't deserve to also be
respected
and
treated right, unless you are actively antagonizing people.
Well, yes.
In which case, don't do that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if someone is actively racist, homophobic, hurting people, a murderer, you know, anything like that, then screw you, frankly. But yeah, if everyone just tries to, like, be nice to each other and not hurt each other. I don't know, like, just be nice to people. It really is that simple. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Exactly.
Golden rule.
Yeah. How nice would it be if we could all just get along? Right? Am I right, kids? Yeah. I just wish it was that simple. I wish that we could just be like, alright, from this point on, we're all just gonna be nice to each other. But we can't do that. And that's part of it too. People get confused because they're like, we could just move forward. Why are we dwelling on, like, Black Lives Matter and stuff? Why are we dwelling in all of this when we could just change it and move forward? But people don't realize that change takes time. And that people don't change unless they want to. And so the people who already agree and the people who already know that people need to be respected and treated fairly,
that pressure,
we don't have to convince them. They already know.
Well,
it's the people who don't
when
believe
things
that.
start changing, that pressure still needs to be there, or else, you know, eventually, like, it just will stop. It'll either stop or it'll revert. You know, if it's just like, if everybody was, like, protesting about a certain thing, and then, you know, the government comes out and says, we're going to change the thing, and everyone goes, yay, okay, and then they stop, and the government never gets around to changing the thing.
That's just talk. Yeah,
then it's all just, like,
it's
it's all just hollow promises.
Confucius was so ahead of his time. Oh my god. That's a funny thing, saying someone's ahead of their time, when, humans have always been the same. You know, I mean, we change in lots of ways, but at the end of the day, a lot of our thinking patterns have been the same for years. I wish there was more room for philosophy now.
is our access to technology. That's it.
You know what's really interesting, Ari, talking to you and, like, Germany's history. The amount of anti-Semitism that has been really prominent in the United States also doesn't get talked about as much, but it's been, this past year has actually been one of the worst years for people who are Jewish in our country. And I don't have the statistics or anything, but lots of people have stopped being open about being Jewish, lots of people have stopped talking about it at all. Haven't been outwardly expressing it in terms of clothing or anything because they're afraid of being targeted. And that's awful, the fact that we are reverting back to this, especially when America was trying to get rid of Nazis in the first place.
And here we are, most of the country embracing them.
I wouldn't say most of the country, but yeah, it's like, it's...
Not most of the country.
There's...
Too much of the country.
Yeah, Ari, that's definitely true. It's awful. Like, it's really bad. People should be allowed to be who they are and express who they are and have their beliefs and, whatever, as long as they're not harmful. And, and there's people who take that and they're like, if everyone should do whatever they want to do and, like, whatever, then it's okay to have harmful beliefs, and that's not the case. If you're actively hurting someone or oppressing someone, your beliefs are harmful and you need to stop. But if what you're doing isn't impacting anyone else and you're only making decisions for yourself and you're just being who you are and acting on what you believe and it's not harmful, then you're okay and that should be respected. That's all. That's the end of the talk. Everyone should just be nice to each other, and if your beliefs mean that you have to be mean to someone, maybe
stop it.
Maybe think about
Get
it.
some help.
I think that's the way to go. Like, if you realize that the things that you believe are causing you to, like, be negative towards other people that don't deserve it necessarily, other than just your beliefs, right? If the only thing telling you that these people don't deserve it is your belief system, then maybe think about that.
Nothing wrong with reevaluating yourself.
Yeah. I think that if you can change your mindset to let more love into your life, why not, Make more friends. Okay. I love you guys. I think I'm gonna skedaddle. I didn't mean to get this all political, I guess, but human rights aren't political. I hate saying that. Human rights
shouldn't be political.
Human rights aren't political. It's just human beings. Politics is politics. Human rights are human rights. Those are different things. It's the same thing. Like, someone got mad at my podcast because we got too political in the Wendigo episode because we were saying that you need to be respectful of cultures and what they believe in. That's not political.
I don't think you understand what politics is.
Yeah, like, that's just telling people to be respectful to people. I don't understand. Like, just be nice. I don't know. And that's like saying, like, that's like if you were, like, turning angels into something, like, atrocious, and a Christian was like, I don't like this. This isn't what I believe in. Like, this is bad. This is taking what I believe in and turning it into something it isn't. You wouldn't be like, screw you, like, your beliefs are dumb. Like, you can say that, but then you're a dick because they're allowed to believe what they want to believe too, right? And so that's just as bad. It's just as bad. Like, you can't, I don't know. People are so flip-floppy. You gotta all respect each other. That shouldn't be a political thing. Everyone deserves the same respect. Christians deserve the same respect as Muslims, deserve the same respect as Jews, deserve the same respect as everything else. We can go on and on. Just like white people, black people, indigenous people, Asian people of various areas, like, all of it,
Did I ever tell you about my fake religion that I developed when I was at work?
Your fake religion?
Yeah. It's just called the religion of Cory.
Oh. Is this a cult? This sounds like a cult.
I mean, that's up to you.
Oh, no.
But there's only one rule. It's just be chill, yo. That's it.
Just be chill, yo.
Just be chill.
That sounds like a stoner religion. Foreshadowing? Oh, man. I love you guys. Be nice to each other. Mwah. Alright, we can get out of here. You guys are awesome. We can keep talking in the Discord or anywhere else. You guys are free to DM me yourselves if you want to. Future streams probably won't be like this, but we are welcome to talk about this in other areas for sure. You know, I think part of it's like, so like I definitely don't want racist or homophobic people in my streams. Like we were talking about earlier, that's not ideal. But I do think that because of the way that people take different kinds of language and have their own views of them, it makes it hard. Sometimes when you're saying things that you actually agree on,
and
but
also,
if you use different rhetoric, they may take it badly anyway, and I don't want to be alienating people who just don't understand what I'm saying, you know?
I would like to say somewhere along the same lines, too. If you know somebody who's actively trying to change that aspect about themselves, that I think is something that should be celebrated.
Oh, for sure.
Because not many people do that, and that is an amazing thing to have someone go, I want to stop being a jerk. It's like,
yeah,
awesome, bro.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, people can change.
So just keep that in mind.
People absolutely can become more open-minded, welcoming, accepting, loving people. For sure. And that should be celebrated, you're right. I don't know. It's really easy to write someone off because of things they did in their past. And it happens in, like, celebrities a lot, right? Like, cancel culture or whatever. And there are things that are really harmful that maybe some people shouldn't be forgiven for sometimes. But, like, most of the time, especially if a long period of time has passed and they haven't been doing that thing for that whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
you can move forward.
if someone is honestly and truly trying to change, regardless of...
Yeah.
Not everything is excusable.
Right.
But for the most part, regardless of what they may have done in the past, you know,
Yeah.
help them.
Help them.
Inform them. If they're trying to change the way they think, try to give them material that will broaden their mind to help them do more of that. Give them support.
Yeah.
Let them know that, like, let them know, especially if you are one of the people that are represented in the way of thinking that they're trying to change.
Yeah.
Like, let them know that you appreciate that. Let them know that they're doing something good.
Yeah.
And they're more likely to stick with it.
And I think something else really cool that you can do is, for people who already are open-minded, but really for anyone, is learn about things that you don't believe in. So, like, I grew up, of course, with my parents' beliefs, like you do, usually. You grow up believing what your parents believe, but they still provided me with, religion, for example. They provided me with religious books and information about other religions while I was growing up so that I could learn more about them. And it wasn't with an incentive to change what I believed or anything, but just to, like, broaden my mind. And most of what it did is it let me see the similarities between them all and learn more things about morals and, like, you know, the ways different kinds of people live, stuff like that. And, like, you know, it didn't really change the way that my own beliefs so much, other than that broadened my mind, you know? And no matter what you believe, it's always useful to try to understand other people. You know? And I think that goes for anything. And I think that goes for people that you don't like, too. Like, it's, like, if you want to understand why people are racist. Understanding, like, why people do the things they do makes it way easier to fix that and to work around it and to communicate with them. Because sometimes it can be like you're talking to a brick wall, and it's really just because you don't know how to communicate with someone who is on such a different side of a subject than you are, you know? That's all. Anyway, be good to each other. This stream has a longer epilogue than Lord of the Rings. We just marathon.
You love it, don't lie.
I love you guys so much.
See you guys.
Bye.